What is up, people? This is the Vinyl Casket, home to the lamest takes. You can check me out on Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube, all at the Vinyl Casket. One word, where you subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Get in the comments. Let's talk about it. This is a trailer reaction for a new movie coming out December 15th, 2023, starring Sydney Sweeney. This is Anyone But You. So we're going to check this out. We're going to get into it. It's being put out by Sony, which is cool. It's a big production company. Sydney Sweeney. They're really leaning on her hard with this. Okay.
Let's just tell everyone we're together.
What is the plot here?
Could be kind of fun.
There's no way we can convince anyone we actually like each other.
Is there like a massive age gap or something? What's the...
A million miles away from home. Who knows what could happen?
I'm not sure what the plot is here. I'm trying.
Convincing enough?
Anyone But You. Exclusively in theaters coming soon. Alright. Exclusively in theaters. We like to see that. To bring the theaters back. Not really. I'm not a massive theater guy. Like I was at one point. There was a point in time where I was a big backer of movie theaters. I wrote my whole thesis paper in college. I don't know if it was grad school or undergrad, but one of them, I think it was undergrad. It was in like 2016. I wrote a massive thesis paper about the rise and where I thought the indie film market was headed. The rise of streaming and its impact on indie filmmaking. And I was kind of right. Basically, with the streaming wars, before the pandemic, you had the major big streaming companies, Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, right? With other stuff in the works, HBO trying to compete with streaming services, trying to create their own app, trying to build their library into a streamable platform. And then you would have Peacock and Paramount on the rise later on, as well as there's so many now. So many small but like the main Disney Plus wasn't a thing yet. So it was crazy because you just had these major companies, and you get the small companies, and the small companies hadn't been on the rise, and the bidding wars to fuel the need, because they were dropping full shows, full movies, full seasons, whatever, in a hit. You know, you're dropping a 12 episode, and now it's an average 8 to 10 episodes instead of 12. So you were dropping a full season of a show in a day, and someone could watch that in less than a week. So now how do you fulfill their appetite after that? You have to keep adding shows every week, keep adding movies every week. You have to keep your lineup consistently growing. So your production companies that you own can only do so much. It takes a year to make a movie. It takes a year to make a show. And because you're not uploading a new episode every week, every month, you can't keep making a show. You have to have the show done. So they turned to indie film festivals, and buying wars started. And I predicted kind of most of that. So it's cool to see that happen, and like kind of where I thought people were like, oh, with streaming and like, you know, the dying rate of people wanting to go to the movie theaters, is indie filmmaking going to stay? And I was like, yeah, obviously, because that's what, with the rate at which people stream, you're going to have to turn to fast output. So you're going to have to buy indie made stuff indie films and market the frick out of it, and indie shows and market the frick out of it. And then you're going to take these indie creators that have all these scripts ready, and you're going to throw them at a production company that you assemble, and they're going to start making stuff for you. So you buy a show from a guy or buy a movie from a guy, and then you hire him and you give him a studio, and then boom, he makes 3 more for you. And then you go buy his friend, you buy this guy, you buy that guy, and you keep throwing them around. And that's how you keep the business going. But that's really detrimental to theaters that can only, handle so many movies at once, that have to have movies going because of the deals and contracts they sign for a certain amount of time. So they can't change every week. They can only add 2 to 3 new movies a week. They can only hold movies in there for a certain amount of time, then they're gone. They only seat so many people, stuff like that. And the pandemic happened, and you saw lots of mom and pop, smaller run for theaters die. But this is a cool movie. It's got a big name. It's got a big name on it. It's a very popular name in the streaming market, Sydney Sweeney from Euphoria. So it's cool to see that Sony's pushing money at theaters, and I'm excited about that. I rambled a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have ideas about this, you can get in the comments. I would love to talk about this. I want to make a video just straight up all about my theories and what I predicted and how I went. But get in the comments if you guys are interested. This is The Vinyl Casket, home of the lamest taste. Check me out on Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube, all at The Vinyl Casket, one word. You can subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the bell for much, much more. Do me a massive favor and stay lame.